Hi, Radiant Souls. Devani here at the Enchanted Lotus. Today, I wanted to discuss what I have come to believe is meant by the original sin. So I'm going to get just right into it. If you haven't caught my video on the fact that you are a creator, this kind of ties it all together of the next layer. And I believe the original sin I've come to found is that if everything is all oneness and we are individual expressions of the one, of limitless consciousness, and we're all unique individual expressions with our own consciousness and our humanness, our ego mind, along with our higher self in one package here as an avatar, that the original sin was simply that we had fallen for the illusion of separation. The original sin is believing in separation, because it's not an absolute truth. It's an illusion. So to be a sinner simply means that you have gotten off track from your awareness of the divine that you truly are, the divine energy that you truly are within the wholeness of yourself. And the limited perspective part of you, the humanness, the ego mind, the monkey mind, your personality, that little packaged part of you simply does not have the awareness that your higher mind has with this absolute truth, that everything is one and there's no separation. Separation is an illusion. So being on this planet at this time, for whatever reason, in the divine grand game and scheme of things, it's clear that there's a lot of forces on this planet trying to keep us under that belief, under amnesia, under the illusion that there is separation. And I guess that's all part of it. It's just part of the journey. As we come here, we forget the divine truth and our knowingness that we are God expressing itself in a unique individual way as a human being, moving through an earth walk journey. And then after that forgetting, when we get birthed into the planet, a lot of us children actually, hadn't forgot. But as we get older and older, we get conditioned down, numbed out, forced, pushed, conditioned into believing that we're separate beings. There's higher powers outside of us, authorities outside of ourselves, right? Instead of everything being within. The kingdom of heaven is truly within, and there's no separation. Within is without. The inside is actually what is true and real, the eternal, limitless consciousness, infinity, and that pulse, that energy of the universe. That's the inside, what we tap into, and our conscious mind can't comprehend it. This outer world that's a mirror is already dense. It's already crystallized. It doesn't have the opportunity to shift and change. The change always has to come from tapping back into 0 point, into God mode, into higher self connection. Again, the pulse of the universe, limitless consciousness, that energy is what we have to tap back into to come back to the wholeness, to see there's no separation. And then we can shift ourselves back into remembering. So yeah, the whole journey. We come here with amnesia. We have forgotten. Some of us spend our whole lifetime under the fog of the original sin, under the fog of amnesia, under the belief of separation, that illusion. But hopefully if you're watching this, you are already on your path of awakening. And wherever you are on that path of awakening, just keep tapping back into that understanding of going within to find that all-encompassing oneness of everything. There's only love. There's only God, whatever name you give to it. It is one source with no separation. That's what all of the ancient texts were talking about with original sin. You're not bad. You're not less than if you're a sinner. If you're sinning, you have just not waken up yet to the illusion.